Hello, hello, hello. Amazing, beautiful members in this group, Helping the World Sleep Better. Emma Woolrich here, and coming to you live streaming in our group today. Unfortunately, I couldn't stream the Zoom live into the group. So that means that I can see, hi there, Baz. I can see whoever's watching, I can see your comments straight away. If you do want to share this live, hi Mandy. If you do want to share this live into any of your groups or onto your own newsfeed, please feel free. Please feel free. And thank you to all of you who have been commenting and joining in and sharing what you would like to have answered in this group whilst we're in this lockdown period. And obviously Easter Saturday, this is, I am sure, an Easter that all of us across the world will remember for the rest of our lives. Hey Penny, lovely to see you. So this is a very, very short session to bring to you tonight. Something that was in local media, national media here in Australia yesterday on digital, and something that I know is very close to and many of our members here in helping the world to sleep better, which is our dreams and our content of our dreams, how much we're dreaming, and seems to be that so many people at this moment in time, whilst we're in lockdown, are actually going through a dream frenzy right now. And so I just wanted to ask you, for those of you who are watching live and for anybody who's going to be watching afterwards, either in the public group, Helping the World Sleep Better, or on my personal YouTube channel, Helping the World Sleep Better, please let me know how your dream routine is shaping up for you. Are you normally somebody who remembers their dreams like every night, or are you somebody who actually is terrified of their dreams? And if you're somebody who you dream and then you wake up and it was just there, it was a whisper and then it's gone. And do you find that you have like periods of where you have lots and lots of dreams and then you feel as though you're having silent just sleep? Hey Marie. Or do you find that this is something constant? You actually know when you are in a dream, and when you're in a dream you almost know that you are yourself in that dream. We call that lucid dreaming. Over the last week or so, we've had some amazing sleep experts come and share their hints and tips on how to help the body and the mind come together and achieve this beautiful thing, which is an amazing sleep routine, which is what this group is all around, helping us all achieve a good night's sleep. Now, one of my favorite topics is actually helping people use sleep for a very necessary function. Marie, yeah, that's you. You're having huge dreams and you think there's no way you'd forget them, and then you do. Yeah, that's right. And then I'm just trying to see the rest of this, but it's probably 50-50. Great. And one of the things that I love helping people do is create safety in going into dream space. Hey Pete, great to see you. To create safety going into sleep space, dream space, and to actually help every single person realize that dreams are not purely that strange thing that happens for some of us that we remember, for some of us that we don't, and yet we know that we have dreamt. Dreams are actually an amazing, necessary part of when the body and the mind are doing really important overnight activity. And in some of the other episodes that I've shared with you over the last 2 weeks, can you believe it's only been 2 weeks? I've actually shared with you that our bodies actually go through, I call them and chunk them up to 3 core activities. We are repairing cells in our body overnight. We're replacing cells that have worn out, obviously not the brain cells because they don't replace, but the rest of our body does. And then we're doing an archive, much like you're going through your Outlook, your mail inbox, and all of the in-mails, shall we call them? Hey Bernie, any of those mails that are coming in, you are doing an archive process overnight to say keep, retain, delete, or file for later. I don't know what to do with this one yet. And if any of you are like me, you will go through periods of stress, and we're in a big period of stress and uncertainty right now. And as the national media here in Australia digitally posted yesterday, that a lot of people seem to be having more dreams, and that is due to we're in an unprecedented level of stress and uncertainty around the globe. This is something that we haven't experienced since really a world war, and there's not many of us on this planet right now that can remember a global environment where we were all impacted much to the same degree as each other. Most of the world is in lockdown. So you're going through your waking hours, and if you're a mum or a dad or a guardian of a child, you're there to be an authority figure. You're there to help them make sense of this, what they're going through right now, which is really quite ironic because you as a grown-up, as an adult, you are also trying to make sense of what is happening in your environment right now. So the only way that you can do that is when you go through your sleep. And your dreams that are happening right now, and they are potentially more prevalent, potentially they've got some really weird content in them, potentially apocalyptic in style, like watching a blockbuster movie, or they may just be completely random and making no sense to you whatsoever. And this is your body and mind's way of going through everything that you have processed or that you think you have processed in the previous 24 hours and going, I have no idea what to do with this right now. I'm going to keep that on the retain pile until I know what to do with that. And then you've got other things that are maybe bringing in people you haven't seen for years, maybe complete strangers, but they feel familiar to you. And suddenly you're going, this is starting to make a bit of sense for me. Or again, you may be going, this makes no sense to me whatsoever. Just like the little ones in your environment right now, and all of your colleagues, all of your family members, your mind, your subconscious is using sleep, and specifically the dream activity that we have when we're in our deepest sleep, to actually work through, to process through, what do I actually want that to mean to me? That's all your dreams are doing. And the tips that I want to give to you are to help you understand that this is actually one of your best resources that you have available to you right now. Whilst we're in lockdown, your dreams, your dream activity is actually your subconscious's way of knocking on your door, knocking on your conscious mind and going, hey there, did you spot this? Did you just ignore what just happened in the last day? Does this make sense to you now? And we will give ourselves really, hey Andrea, we will give ourselves really random pictures, words, sounds that will interrupt our deepest sleep if our subconscious has knocked loud enough for us to go, okay, I'm going to wake up the next morning and I will remember this. And sometimes if you are consciously knowing that you're in this dream and you're actually for a millisecond, you're aware, you're in between this sleep and wake state, and we call that lucid dreaming, and you actually can interact with your dream as though you know you're dreaming, but you actually can control what you're doing. And anybody who has posted and said, yeah, but I dream, but I don't like to dream because they're always bad dreams. this is my take on it. And this is a big tip for anybody who is really struggling to be asleep right now because they're scared of what they're going to dream about. Night terrors, nightmares, whatever you want to call them, it's something that you have pushed down into your subconscious and you are not yet willing to face. That's pretty much what a nightmare and a night terror is. It is literally your fear coming up that you have pushed down consciously or subconsciously into your psyche, and your dreams are then playing out this fear. So I want to give you 3 tips tonight. The first tip is I want you to stop Googling what your dreams are about. Yes, there are generic books. Yes, there are thousands of them. But again, this is my personal viewpoint. This is what I teach my clients. This is what I have been asked for my opinion on in national media here in Australia. And for me, you are the best interpreter of your dreams. Let me say that again. What's going on in here or in here, in your heart, you are the best interpreter of the dreams you are experiencing right now. There are many generic books, there are thousands of them as I say, but you uniquely know what something means to you. And I've had this conversation hundreds of times with clients because the way that they perceive and interpret somebody else's dream means something completely different to the person who dreamt it. So the first tip is I want you to start having a dream journal. Remember, we were talking with Dr. Sue Peacock yesterday, and one of the tips that she shared, and I wholeheartedly support that expert tip, it was amazing, is to have pen, pencil, paper by the side of your bed. I want to take that one step further and say have a dream journal by the side of your bed. Whenever you wake up and you think, I am never going to forget this dream, the first thing that happens when we come into waking is that our subconscious hands, if you like, the controls back over to conscious mind. And in that handover period, we sort of lose, it's like, these little tendrils of memories just suddenly start to filter away. So on waking, whether it's the middle of the night, whether it's your usual morning, I want you to just lie there quietly with your eyes still closed. And if you do this lucid dreaming where you're in the dream, you consciously know you're in a dream and you're looking at it, I want you to actually take a moment to look around in that dream and spot the 3 key things that are going on. It could be a person, it could be what you're doing, it could be what you're being told, it could be what you're saying. And I want you to repeat consciously in your mind what you're seeing, what you're hearing, what you're feeling. And then when you wake up, I want you to say that in your mind again whilst your eyes are still closed. Literally, what was I seeing? What was I hearing? What was I feeling? It doesn't matter whether you make sense of it or not at this moment. Literally write everything down that you can remember. And then, because it's written down, say to yourself, if it is during the middle of the night, let's say, for instance, this was a bad dream. It was not comfortable for you to be in that dream. Just say to yourself in that moment, I'm safe. I am safe. I am safe. I will now go back and have a restful sleep. You are literally putting conscious back into subconscious, allowing your body to come down from any adrenaline that it may have started to build as it was going through that dream, and you are literally bringing yourself back to present moment and reality, which is that you are safe in that moment. The dream was literally that, a dream. So, third tip, if you lucid dream, and you know that you lucid dream, and you know that these are becoming more prevalent whilst you're in lockdown, I want you to go advanced with me. I want you to do your dream journal exactly the same way. What am I hearing? What am I seeing? What am I feeling? But I want you to ask yourself that as you're dreaming. And you can do this. You can do this, I promise you. It's like a muscle. This is exactly what you're doing. You're practicing a muscle you have not yet understood that you're using subconsciously, unconsciously. So your sleep pattern is being interrupted by these dreams. You naturally go through dream periods many times during your sleep. Many times during your sleep. The ones that you usually remember are the ones that wake you up in the middle of the night because they are so randomly freaky, they wake you up, or they are the ones that you experience immediately before you wake up, either before your alarm or before you naturally wake up. These dreams, and I want to go a little bit further over the coming days and weeks about how you can use your dreams, but just thinking about your dreams right now, if you know that whatever the content of the dream, that it's literally your subconscious taking a snippet of something that happened over here, a snippet of something that happened over here, something else that came in that was maybe made up, that you read or you processed many years ago, that's still sitting there on the merry-go-round going round and round. You think you add all of that together, suddenly you get a story. The story has a theme. Your journal is going to help you identify, how do you process your dreams? How do you process themes? How do you process things in your life right now? And how does that come up for you in your dreams? Now, I would love to hear from everybody in here. If you have a dream journal already and you do remember dreams and you're writing them down and they're starting to give you a theme of what this means for you. The dreams are helping you have a sleep routine, because if you think about it, you know that you've had a good quality sleep because you are having dreams in the deepest part of your sleep. So you know you're achieving that part that your body needs to reach from a delta wave perspective to start doing that repair, replace and archive. So thinking about it in that way, irrelevant of how many hours of sleep you actually have, if you know you've dreamt, you know you've had great quality sleep. And remember, if you have a bad dream or a nightmare, it's you trying to shock you into face this fear and go through it. Walk through your own fear in your dream where you are safe to do that. And when you wake up from a dream that is uncomfortable, simply say that to yourself. I am safe. I am safe. I am safe. I will now go back to sleep and have a restful sleep. I'm trusting that today has been just an entry point into dreams. It's a massive topic, but dreams really are demonstrating that you are achieving a quality of sleep that you need so that your body can do its natural, necessary overnight repair, replace and archive. Until tomorrow, have an amazing day, or evening or afternoon, wherever you are in the world. And I can't wait to hear your comments, how your own dream journal, how your own interpretation of your dreams, especially during this stressful period, are now starting to support you, not only in your sleep, but also in your waking life. Until tomorrow. Bye-bye.